Hey butterflies, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be your pick a card reading entitled How Do People View You? So you got a choice between pile number one, if you can see pile number one, which is represented by the citrine stone. Pile number two, which is represented by this beautiful smooth green stone, and pile number three, which is represented by this green quartz stone. So I'm going to give you a moment to choose which pile you are drawn to, and we will be getting into your reading. I hope all has been well with you, butterflies. And also, just to add, butterflies, I do have a membership channel. Excuse the noise. I do have a membership channel, so if you would like to gain exclusive content over there, please head on over. And it's only £1, and I do videos once a week. So if you would like to be part of the Evolve membership channel, then please head on over to that channel. But stick around to find out how other people view you. Okay, let's go to pile number one. Let's see how people view you, pile number one. Let's move these cards out of the way. So how do people view my pile number one, please, Spirit? Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands. So people view you as somebody that is, I'm hearing, majestic and powerful. People feel as if you are a person that is highly independent. You can also come across as somebody that does not need anyone. Even if you are a person that is in a relationship, people may view you to be somebody that doesn't want to be in a relationship. I'm hearing I can do bad all on my own, but there's something about you that is very independent, very striking. So you may wear bright clothes. I'm feeling also that this could actually be your aura, pile number one. People are drawn to your aura. You have a very powerful and magnetic aura, and I feel as if some of you could be very high vibrational. I feel like most of you are that pick this pile. You're very high vibrational, but what I mean is that some of you could have a very, I'm hearing the word exciting energy. So some of you may talk fast, some of you are a jokester, some of you could be quite serious as well. So people may view you as somebody that is easy to get on with, somebody that is very knowledgeable, someone that is very spiritual, because I'm looking at the black cat. And black cats are very spiritual, but people view you as somebody that is a protector, is what I'm picking up, because just looking at that sun card there as well, you have that energy whereby you're able to make people feel as if everything's going to be all right. You know, whether that's your soothing words, whether that's your wisdom is what I'm picking up. People find you highly attractive as well. So people view you to either be in a relationship, or they feel as if you are not in a relationship, and that is by choice. They feel like you are very independent and you would not want someone to slow you down, is what I'm picking up. People view you to have a very eccentric, I'm hearing the word eccentric, that's more Aquarian like, but I feel like you may like to wear bright clothes. So you have a fashion sense that is very eye-catching. So people feel like, I'm hearing you got swag for days, yes, but I'm also hearing that some of the outfits that you wear, that you rock, it will only work on you. So you can wear quite daring outfits, quite bright, eccentric outfits that people will be a little bit too scared to wear, but when you wear something, you pull it off. You know, I feel like you are a trendsetter. I feel like people view you, whether they tell you or not, that you are a trendsetter. People view you as somebody, not all, but some people view you as somebody that they could be quite intimidated by. So they could be intimidated by your power. and your confidence. Even if you feel like, oh, you know, I'm not that confident, empath butterfly, people view you as somebody that's confident. You know, you carry yourself with grace. You carry yourself with so much confidence that it intimidates some people. I'm also hearing that it could also intimidate some men. And this is one of the reasons why, even if a man finds you attractive, they may not want to approach you, because they may feel as if you are already in a relationship, or that they are not going to be your type. And you may have like a quietness about you. You have an energy about you whereby people should come to you. So people view you as a person that people come to, that you don't go to people first. People have to, you know, approach you, right? Some people can find this a little intimidating. Some people can find you unapproachable, and not in a detrimental bad way. You know, I feel like some people may feel like they're not good enough to be your friend. Some people may feel or view you as somebody that's quite stuck up, because you are good looking, because you have this amazing sense of style, because you carry yourself with so much confidence. I feel like people that are lacking in confidence, and we're not always confident every single day, butterflies, but I don't know whether it is you are saying affirmations to yourself, or you've come to the place where you accept yourself regardless of how you look, your shape, your size, whatever it is. You are in full acceptance of yourself, which is absolutely amazing. And I feel like people that are uncomfortable with themselves, or they don't really know themselves, they will feel intimidated to be around you. So if you felt yourself like, but why don't people want to like chill with me? Why don't people want to talk to me? You know, why don't people want to ask me out on a date? This could be the reason why, because those people, they feel quite threatened by your energy. You know, I feel like you have that energy whereby people have to level up. You know, they have to level up to be around you. And I'm not saying that you're saying to people, oh, you have to level up to be around me. It's just that energy that you give off. Like, you have so much self-respect for yourself, and you also respect others. You have that energy whereby, part number one, people have an assumption about you, but once they get to know you, they realize that you are down to earth, you're funny, you're humble. You know, they look past the exterior. You know, they almost, you know, you have that way about you whereby you're able to connect with others. You know, you have that way about you where you're able to make people not just look at how you appear. You know, you can get to the heart of others, is what I'm picking up. But generally, when people, you know, view you for the first time, or if they don't know you, they just feel like you could be somebody that's quite stuck up, somebody that wouldn't give them the time of day. And that's because they're feeling a sense of insecurity. Not all people, but those that are feeling quite insecure within themselves, they will be too threatened to approach you. And this could even include like friends and family. Those family members that do know you, they could feel quite threatened, because it could seem like every time there's a family function, you know, people may say, oh, what is part number one gonna wear? Or, you know, you have that energy whereby you create a buzz, you create excitement. So people view you as like a celebrity. Like, you could be a celebrity amongst your friendship group, you could be a celebrity within your area, you could be quite well known, especially for the way that you dress, your energy, your power, your confidence, your charisma. So even if you're not in the public eye, people may view you as somebody that should actually be in the public eye as well. People view you as somebody, I picked it up earlier and it left my mind, but people may also view you as somebody that will, I'm hearing Mr. Steal Your Girl. So if you're male listening to this, people may view you as somebody that could actually, because I'm just thinking of Usher, and Usher's a Libra, right? I don't think Usher's got Leo in his chart, but this is the Leo card, the Queen of Wands. But people view you as somebody that would either take their partner, because you have that energy and that way about you whereby you are very good looking, you know who you are, you look good in your clothes, and when you open your mouth, you're intelligent, you're funny, you're charismatic. There's a lot of different layers to you, and people could feel quite threatened. So you may find that people may not want their partners to be around you, or you may find that some people may not even want you to meet their partner, because they fear that, despite how strong their connection is, you could actually take their partner off them. So that's another assumption as well. People may view you as somebody that could steal their partner, even if they haven't, got to know you on a personal level. They just assume that because you carry yourself so well, then their partner would be drawn to you and you will take their partner away. All right, we have the Page of Cups. Excuse me. Some of you could be a Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus, or this could be somebody that views you in this way. So people view you, I'm hearing, as somebody that could be quite flirtatious, somebody that is very empathetic, someone that wears their heart on their sleeve. You're very compassionate, you're very kind, you're very caring. And people also view you as somebody that is very creative. So some of you could actually be, doing some sort of performing arts, or maybe there's something very artistic about you, pile number one. So I feel like it could be in the way that you express yourself through your clothes. Some of you may sing, some of you may write poetry, some of you may write songs. And Spirit is saying that if you do actually write songs or sing, then please share your songs to the world, right? Because some of you may be hiding this quality. You have a lot of different sides to you. You're very multi-talented. So people view you. Some of you could actually be in the public eye. Some of you could be dancers, singers, fashion stylists. I feel like you're a great dancer with the Page of Cups there. The Page of Cups represents Pisces, and Pisces rules the planet Neptune. Neptune is about dreams and illusion. Whenever I think of Neptune, I think of Marilyn Monroe. Because Marilyn Monroe, she was so mesmerizing. And that's another thing, part number one. People see you as mesmerizing, right? They view you as somebody that, you could have that old school, Hollywood look about you, or you give off that, that energy of like that Marilyn Monroe seductive, siren energy, right? So some of you could have like a siren quality. You can go and look it up on, I think it's Robert Greene. He talks about the different characters of, sexuality and what's sexy and different personality types, etc. And I feel like you could be like a siren type, whereby, and this could be one of the reasons why some people are threatened by you, and they may feel like you're going to take away their partner, because I don't feel like you're a person that shows off your body all the time. Okay, during the summer, some of you may wear your crop tops, some of you may wear like your little skirts, or your shorts or whatever, but generally I feel like you are covered up. And sexiness is not just about showing skin, it's an energetic thing, right? You learn that as you get older, right? Because when you're younger, you think, oh, wear shorts and whatever the case is, but sexuality is actually, it's energy, right? You have a very powerful, commanding presence, and that is seen as sexy. So people view you as somebody that's sexy. And you might be thinking, but I don't even wear what, I don't know, Macy wears down the road. And it's not about what Macy wears down the road. It's how you carry yourself. You carry yourself with poise and grace. And again, some of you could have that Marilyn Monroe, Elizabeth Taylor. Elizabeth Taylor was more beautiful in my view than sexy, right? But she had that mesmerizing way about her where she was very hypnotic. She was a Pisces. Some of you could be a Pisces. She had that mesmerizing way about her whereby she was able to capture the heart of men. Every man she went out with or had a serious relationship with, they married her, right? She had some connection with this guy. He was a Scorpio, she was a Pisces, and they got married, they divorced, they just could not keep away from each other, right? And I feel like people can become so mesmerized by you. People can become so drawn by your beauty. I'm hearing ethereal. Some of you could be Pisces, some of you could be a Leo, Sun, rising Mars or Venus, or people of these signs could be very drawn to you. I feel like there's a vixen-like quality about you. So people may view you, especially love interests, they may view you as somebody that would just swallow them and spit them out. Like, you would not even want to, and I hope I didn't say that in a derogatory way. I meant in terms of, you wouldn't stay for long. Once you get bored, you wouldn't even return their calls. Once you go out on a date, you wouldn't even hear from them again, or they will never hear from you again. They will never see you again. and they get a sense that if they were to be in a relationship with you, they will be the ones that are left heartbroken. And you might be thinking, but I'm always the one that's getting the short end of the stick. But this is how people view you. And if you have been in situations with individuals that, have treated you less than, one of the reasons were because they felt that you were going to hurt them first. They felt less than when they were with you. They may have got jealous when they saw other people staring at you and they felt that you were going to leave them. So some people view you as somebody that is a heartbreaker. People view you also as somebody that is very beautiful to look at, right? And you have a beautiful energy about you. Some of you could actually look young for your age. And I'm also picking up that some of you may have a beautiful speaking voice. So some of you could have like a Mercury in Pisces. Some of you could, I'm here to spit facts. So you could have like a Mercury in Leo as well, is what I'm picking up. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So some of you could be a Taurus, a Pisces, or a Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus. So people view you as somebody that is very stable and very humble as well. So I feel like this is what, once people get to know who you are, they realize that, hold on a minute, they're not actually a threat. They're actually cool. I feel like this person's my homegirl from like way back. I feel like this person's like my cousin or my sister. Like you have that energy about you where people just feel so relaxed around you. You have a very earthy, natural, energy to you that just makes people feel comfortable. So you have a coziness to you as well. For some of you, you could give good hugs, is what I'm hearing, right? But or people may assume that you give good hugs. You see some people sometimes you think, wow, that person looks like they can give good hugs. I know I do sometimes, but and you can't really say that to people because they might take it in the wrong way. Like, what are you trying to say? But I feel like people view you as somebody that is very intelligent and good with money, somebody that invests their money wisely, second house energy, and somebody that may have done well for themselves. So some of you could be business owners. For others of you, I feel like because you're so creative, you could be selling your talents. You've turned your creativity into, a business. So some of you could be, like I said, painters, fashion stylists. Some of you could be hairdressers, makeup artists. Some of you could be models, or you want to get into this industry, or people assume that you are in these industries already. Social media influencers is what I'm picking up. Some great leader of some kind. I'm hearing bosses, managers, and people view you as somebody that has their ducks in a row. I remember speaking to one of my sisters, Rashida, and she was saying to me that, sometimes it's like, some people, they can appear to be calm and serene, and then it's like a duck. A duck is calm and serene as it glides through the pond, right? But underneath, it's flapping furiously. And I feel like people just feel as if you have all your ducks in a row, even if you don't. But you are very poised and you're very centered and you give people a sense of calm. So if someone's panicking around you, you are that person that will just calm them down. It's like you have the answers. People feel like you have the answers. People feel as if you have so much wisdom. And because you are so in control, they view you as somebody that's very in control. They feel safe around you. And for others of you, because I'm picking up another energy, for some of you, I feel like people view you as somebody that your makeup's on point. People like the way you do your hair. You may always change your hair. You could have red hair. You could have like aqua blue hair. You could dye your hair a lot. So people view you as somebody that is like eccentric, original, an innovator. And for others of you, I feel like people see you as somebody that is very natural. So you may wear little makeup, you may have natural hair, and there's something about covering yourself up, but it makes people drawn to you more, especially people from the opposite sex that are attracted to you. I'm hearing the word frugal. So people may view you as somebody that does not reveal your worth. So people feel as if you do have money, you've got money. So you may have people watching your pockets, especially if you do a lot of different things. If you are a manager, if you are a social media influencer, if you are an artist of any kind, if you are in the creative field, people view you as somebody that doesn't reveal your net worth, or people view you as somebody that will eventually be financially successful. But again, with the Four of Pentacles, people view you as somebody that's quite closed off. You do not allow too much people to get close to you. You're quite protective. We have the Three of Cups. You know, people view you as somebody that is a great friend. You could have sisters, you could have cousins, and people view you as somebody that they actually want to become friends with. They may view you also as somebody that's always on the go. So you could be very well traveled. People may view you as somebody that's quite cultured. Some of you could have a red car. Some of you, I feel like people may view you as somebody that drives fast. So if you're driving too fast, guys, so just kind of slow it down. So people may like view you as somebody that's, I feel like this is more so saying always on the go. People may view you as somebody that dates a lot of people as well, is what I'm picking up. Or they just assume, right? This could be an assumption that you date, oh, I bet she's dating so-and-so. I bet he's not serious. I bet he's like always like dating different chicks every week. Or, you know, people just assume that you are a person that does not want to commit, is what I'm picking up. People may even view you, those, I'm hearing like the negative people may view you as somebody that may sleep with people, and this is like an assumption. They just assume because they cannot work out your energy, especially if you're in the energy of the Queen of Wands mixed with the Page of Cups, right? It's that whole Marilyn Monroe, Elizabeth Taylor, you know, so they may assume that you love him and leave him, like you're non-committal, you're not serious, is what I'm picking up. But people may view you as somebody that knows what to do in the bedroom and somebody that will be very exciting in the bedroom, is what I'm picking up. Okay, so we've got the Hierophant card. Okay, people view you as somebody that will make a good spouse, or people also view you as somebody that is actually in a relationship already, or you are married, or eventually you will make a great spouse, you know, because people, although they feel this way about you, I feel like it's more so people that are intimidated by your essence, who you are, your beauty, your looks, your talents as well. People could view you as somebody that is very multi-talented. And I feel as if people view you also as somebody that is highly educated, and you have a depth of spirituality that resides within you, and you have a way with your words. People listen to you. You are a great leader. You are a teacher. I'm hearing influencer, but I feel like people come to you for their problems. So for some of you, I feel like people view you as somebody that gives good advice, or that you should be in like a field of like maybe counselling, psychology. There's something about your money as well. So people may view you as somebody that is good with money. You could be a banker, you could work for a bank, and people see that you give good advice in regards to where they should invest their money, you know, how they should invest their money, etc. So people find you to be very knowledgeable and very intelligent. People view you as somebody that always gets what you want. And I know some of you are thinking, what are you talking about, Empath B? If you even know the type of year I even had. I get it, I feel you, but you have this way about you where you're very positive, and despite the fact that you may have gone through things, you don't really show it. You don't let your face show what you've been through, right? Your face doesn't look like what you've been through. And people view you as somebody that is very positive, someone that is a great manifester, and somebody that always gets what they want in the end, you know. And you are the type of person that is not going to stop until you get your happily ever after. You are the type of person that, and this is very hard for those people that actually want to compete with you, because they don't have the energy and the faith. I feel like it's more faith with the Nine of Cups. You have a lot of faith. People view you as somebody that can overcome a lot and still have faith and come back stronger than ever. King of Wands. We've got the King of Wands and we've got the Queen of Wands. So people view you as a powerful force to be reckoned with. If you are a male listening to this, they view you as somebody that is very handsome, somebody that can have their pick and choose of any girl that they want, any guy, girl, whatever that they want, because you are so charismatic, very likable, very sociable. People like you. You have a larger than life personality. Picking up Sagittarius vibes here. And people view you as somebody, I'm seeing like people roll their eyes when you step into the room, because when you step into the room, the place shut down. And it's whether that could be in regards to whatever you're wearing, that could be in regards to just you yourself turning up, and you know how to have a good time. So people view you as the life and soul of a party, somebody that's got the vibes, you're high energy, you're fun, you're playful, you treat everyone as an equal, which you should do anyway, right? And people just view you as somebody that's just an amazing person, and you are always that person that people want to be invited to a party, right? So people view you as somebody that's very powerful and strong. Okay, so we have the Lovers card here as well. So people view you as somebody, I'm hearing like you could be like a local celebrity, you could be very popular online, some of you could be social media influencers. Even if you're not, people view you to be somebody that is famous, someone that's very popular. You could get on with your siblings, you could get on with your neighbors, but people may view you as somebody that, can sometimes get into friendships and situations without really looking at the hidden agendas from others. Because you have this positive outlook on life, some people may view you as someone that lacks discernment sometimes. And when you're in that type of energy, you're more susceptible to attract narcissists. So people may view you as being a target for narcissists, especially because they may feel like you're not, you view the world through child's eyes in a sense. Page of Cups, King of Wands, right? I'm not saying King of Wands does, but with this larger than life energy, because the Queen of Wands in this card represents somebody that has got a lot of discernment. But I'm picking up that you may find, because you are very light-hearted, you assume that other people are light-hearted. You don't see that other people can have an agenda to try and tear you down and destroy you. So people may view you as somebody that lacks a little bit of discernment. Please take what resonates, pile number 1. And people may view you to be quite trapped and stuck in regards to not wanting to change. Like maybe where you live, not wanting to come out of an environment, even though the change could actually do you the world of good. So people may feel like you are quite attached to your environment, right? Is what I'm picking up. 8 of Swords. People may view you as somebody that doesn't like to get involved in gossip and drama as well. People may also view you as somebody that people try and project a lot of toxicity and negativity onto. And, whether or not people may make up stories about you or gossip about you, people view you as the person that didn't start it. People view you as somebody that is targeted. So if somebody tries to make up a rumor about you or try and gossip about you in your neighborhood or like amongst family or whatever, people will view you as the one that didn't start it and the one that's being targeted due to jealousy. Is what I'm picking up. Let's see some more. How do people view my pile number 1? Mermaid soul. Yeah, some of you could, I'm thinking of like The Little Mermaid, the one that just came out. I still haven't watched it. I want to actually go and watch it. But people may view you as someone that is very ethereal because Hailey Bailey, she's so beautiful and she actually does look like a mermaid. And I remember hearing that, back in the day, mermaids were known as sirens, and I did pick up that siren energy from you. And it's your energy. You have a very powerful energy, very seductive energy, and I feel as if some people may compare you. If they had to compare you to someone or something, it would be like, oh, it's like a mermaid. I feel like mermaids are absolutely beautiful. I don't know what it is. It's the hair, and then they've got the fishtail, and I just think it's amazing. They're just flapping in the water. So there's something very magical about you. So people view you as somebody that's magical. You have this like ethereal, maybe you may have like ethereal like features. You may have like large oval eyes. You may have like a button nose and like large lips and like chiseled cheekbones and a heart-shaped face for some of you. Some of you can have oval-shaped face, small lips, small noses, or I don't know what it is. There's something here, right? For others of you, I feel like you got very protruding lips or a beautiful protruding nose and protruding eyes, and everything is in proportion. And there's something about your eyebrows as well. The way you do your eyebrows, you could have thin eyebrows and it makes your eyes pop. Some of you could be very slender, is what I'm picking up, and some of you could be very voluptuous. And people view you as somebody that knows how to dress for their shape, for their size, but it's more in your eyes. You may have like dream-like eyes, so people view you as somebody that hypnotizes them. I'm hearing that I put a spell on you. You have an energy whereby you put a spell on others, and you're able to manifest situation, opportunities, and love interest by your essence, by your energy, by your personality, by you being just your true authentic self, right? So if you felt like, oh, you know what, like I'm just not attracting what I want, the reason why you weren't attracting the type of guys or girls or situations that you wanted was because those situations, guys or girls, were not for you. Spirit wanted to put you in time out so that you were able to attract what you are deserving of. And I know along the way you may have attracted people that were not too great towards you, and that was because you were supposed to learn a spiritual lesson so that you can evolve, right? And during your evolution, you learned to love yourself and learned to find out what you are deserving of and how to attract what you are deserving of. And this is why you are in the energies, or you will be in the energies of, and you are in the energies of gaining what you actually want. And that's by being your true authentic self. That's by not censoring yourself, because maybe before you were censoring yourself, so you were missing out on opportunities because other people were making you feel that you were too much, you were over the top. Oh, your dress sense is too flamboyant. Oh man, like you're too loud, or she's too quiet, she's too moody, or whatever it is, and you felt uncomfortable being yourself. And this is probably why we have the Eight of Swords. So be careful of this, because people can view you as somebody that they can actually manipulate and stifle. Because people may be so, not all, please don't think it's all, but some people could feel quite threatened by your energy, that they may try and keep you stagnant and stuck so that you don't shine and show them up. So they may say things to you to try and talk you out of being yourself, right? I don't know if you guys can hear that. It is raining. I'm hearing that Jerry Halliwell song. Jerry Halliwell's a Leo. It's raining men. So I feel like if you felt that you were not a good catch, listen, that is a lie. I don't know who told you that, but that is a lie. You may have been out with people whereby they said to you, oh, you'll never get anyone better than me. It is raining men. You can get your pick and choose of what type of guy or man you want to date. You are the type of person that you appeal to a lot of different people. You could appeal to people on an emotional level, on an intellectual level, on a, physical level. There's different ways, there's different, sides to you. So people view you as, being a lot of different people's type. They don't know what they're going to get with you, because you could look one way, but then when you open your mouth, they are, especially those individuals that fall in love with intelligence. People are drawn to you. Once they get talking to you, it's like, oh, I need you to feed my soul. Like, you always maybe empower people, give them words of wisdom, encouragement, confidence, whatever it is. And you look good, so it comes across as very authentic as well. Okay, so with this mermaid soul, you do have an old soul to you. And I feel like people only get this once they get this from you, once they get to know who you are. But it's quite a confusion. It's a bit of a confusion to people, because it's like, how can somebody so sensual, so seductive, and so ethereal, so handsome, so charismatic be so compassionate? Like, are you even real? And this is why people feel like you are magic. Because you just got all this good energy, and the outer represents how you are from within also. And I feel like because you're such a beautiful soul, part number one, it makes your outer more beautiful. Okay, so blame my gypsy soul, gypsy number 3. Some of you could be of the age 33, don't have to be, or someone of that age could be, this is how they could view you. Or some of you could be born on the 3rd. Some of you could be Geminis, also Leos, Sagittariuses, Pisces, Tauruses, and Leos, and Virgos. We've got Virgos with 3 and 3, which is 6 house energy. Some of you could have your own style. I'm feeling like some of you may like to wear like long skirts. You may have like a style whereby it's very earthy. Long skirt. Some of you may like to dress in a charity shop. Some people may see you as quite witchy, or there's something hypnotic about you is what I'm picking up. People may view you as somebody that's always on the go, so they just assume that they can't keep up with you because you're just literally always on the go. And people view you as somebody that is a great communicator, so you are able to communicate effectively as well. Some of you could have platforms on social media. Spirit is saying if you don't, then maybe it might be time to maybe launch something, or maybe, I don't know, Instagram, TikTok, your own blog, YouTube, you know, because people see you as a great, there's something about your fashion sense. And people may view you as somebody that will make a great vlogger as well. People are interested and intrigued with your life, so they want the behind the scenes of your life. Some of you could be quite private, so you know you don't have to do that. But I feel like people are intrigued by your life because I feel like you are always out and about. So yeah, people see you as somebody that goes out a lot, and somebody that is a social butterfly also. And we've got freaking beautiful. It's better to be absolutely ridiculous than absolutely boring. 1 and 6, which is 7. We've got Piscean energy as well. So people see you as somebody that's very mysterious, but someone that's quirky. Something about the way, for some of you, the way that you look doesn't match with the way that you act, you know. So you could be like, I don't know, I'm picking up like some of you may look like a model, or maybe like an Instagram model, or you may like really, you may do like the whole contouring, the eyelashes, the lips, or whatever it is. You really take care of your appearance, right? And then when they speak to you, you could be talking about astronomy, you could be talking about physics, you could be talking about astrology, you could be talking about psychology, you could be talking about politics, and it's like, what? You know, there's an intelligence about you, and I feel like some of you have a high IQ. People have told you that you have a high IQ, and you may get people saying, oh, but the way you, what you're interested in doesn't suit the way you look, and you're looking at them like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you on about? Right? And this could like throw you off sometimes, but there's something about your interest that shocks people. So for instance, some of you could like to wear like flat shoes, flat loafers, tie your hair or back, no makeup, but you could be into rock and roll. Or you could like to go to rock concerts, same thing, right? Or you could, you know, you could, I don't know, do, you know, I feel like some of you could, I'm hearing like, some of you may like do pole dancing or something, and you, in your day-to-day, you're wearing clothes that cover you up. Or you may do pole dancing classes, because they do actually have pole dancing classes that teaches you pole dancing. And people will think, oh my God, but she just wears high socks and flat loafers or high-waisted trousers and her hair's tied up and she wears like a buttoned up, you know, little jacket, and it doesn't look like she's into that type of thing. So you are a, you know, you are a contrast to how you look, is what I'm picking up. And this is what intrigues people more. So people view you as one way, and only when they get to know you, they realize there's so much more to you. Okay, so we have star born. Yes, people see you as a star. Some of you could be the age 21, or you realize this about yourself at the age of 21, that you had this effect on people, or this is how people view you. Some of you could be born on the 21st, the 16th, the 3rd. And then we've got Gemini energy. So people see you as somebody that was just born to be a star, you know, and this could actually rub some people up the wrong way. It's like, oh, they've got it all. They've got the looks, they've got the talent, they've got this, they've got that. You know, there's something about you that's very dreamlike as well. And people can't help but not to like you. Some people may try not to like you because, like, no, I bet they're like this. I bet he's like that. But once they get to know you, they may, you know, try and convince other people that you are a certain way. And then once people get to know you, they're like, you know what, he's cool, you know, like, she's cool. And, you know, you make people see beyond the beauty, and you make people connect to the heart of you. You have a way about you that allows people to connect to the heart of you, okay? But people, even if they don't know you, people view you as a star, or they feel like one day you will be a star. You're going to be known, you're going to be famous for something because your energy is that powerful, you're very talented. So we have a facade. So people view you as somebody that could be quite fake. And again, I did mention at the beginning that some people that are not, you know, in alignment with themselves, because not everyone's in tune with themselves, not everyone takes that time out to get to know themselves. So people that are, still trying to learn about themselves, and people that have not got that much confidence within themselves. And I did mention that, not every day we're confident, right? But I feel like you make it a daily practice to focus on your self-love, or just you're in acceptance of yourself and you're working with what you got. And for those that are not in acceptance of themselves and they judge themselves harshly, they can be very threatened by your energy, and they are the type of people to say, oh, that person's fake, I bet they're this, I bet they're that. So you get a lot of assumptions thrown at you, and some people may view you as somebody that is not real, somebody that is faking being positive. You hear that fake positivity, right? I feel like some of you could generally just be positive. Not to say you don't have your down days, right? But I feel like you are able to transmute the pain that you've experienced into something positive. And it's almost as if some people want to see you downtrodden, sad, depressed, but when they may have heard something that had happened to you, but when they see you are not looking how they expected you to look. And this is why they may feel like you're being fake, or you're trying to avoid grieving, you're trying to avoid healing. We have grief. So people view you as somebody, that is trying to suppress your grief through fake positivity. And some of you may have lost something, a pet. Some of you may have lost a job, unfortunately. And, even a pet, if you lost a pet, that's still sad as well. Because when you have a pet, it becomes part of the family. Some of you may have lost a partner. Some of you may have lost a loved one, like a family member, right? Hopefully not. But this is what I'm picking up. Well, you may have gone through some sort of grief, or you may have gone through some sort of depression. And, I feel like I'm hearing they wanted you stuck there. Some people wanted you to stay in this state because it meant for them that it was their time to be seen now, because they may have felt that because of who you are, you're always taking the limelight. This is for the individuals that are quite threatened by you and insecure. And I hope you know who these people are, so that you're not around these individuals, right? Because I feel like you have that type of energy where you want everyone to express their true, authentic self. You want everyone to be comfortable within themselves. You want everyone to expand, to grow, to enjoy life, right? Because you're trying to enjoy your own life and you're just expressing who you are. And I feel like this is why they may feel like this is a facade with you of being positive. And it's not that you have not felt the grief. Maybe you grieved behind the scenes. Maybe you've done the grieving stages, and the stages are not really real stages, because everyone takes grief and goes through grief and experiences grief differently, right? But because then you're not grieving the way they want you to grieve, or how they would grieve, they're thinking when they see you being, maybe wearing loud clothes, maybe they want you to be wearing black with your head down. They're seeing you still showing up, still looking great, still being happy, still being nice to other people. Maybe they wanted you to switch your energy to be horrible and mean. If anything, whatever you went through, and this doesn't have to be recent, it could have been past, it could have been 10 years ago, 20 years ago, whatever the case, whatever you went through, it's allowed you to have more compassion for yourself and others. And because these individuals may be struggling with whatever they're going through, they're projecting onto you and saying, oh, they're being fake. That's not the real truth. They're depressed, or it's what they want you to feel, and it's how they're feeling. So you get the toxic people that are quite threatened by you, that will say that you're not really who you are. You're not that nice person. There's a hidden agenda with you. So some people may feel, unfortunately, that there's a hidden agenda. No one can be, no one can look that good and act so great. There's something there. People view you as somebody that could be pining over something that you actually lost. So they do sense a bit of sadness there. They may feel as if, you have overcome a lot, or you are still going through some sort of grieving process. However, it doesn't hinder who you are as a person, which is somebody that is full of love and full of light. So thank you so much, pile number one. Your energy is amazing. And another thing I may add, pile number one, is that you are not afraid to express your grief. No, by no way are you acting as if everything is fine. You are authentic in your truth. So you will speak about, okay, this is what I went through. This is how I feel, and even that gets some people angry, because it's like, oh no, more people are going to like them now, because they're going to warm to their empathetic side, to their more human side. So you can't really win with some people. What Spirit wants you to know is stay being true to you. Continue on your self-healing, continue on your self-growth, but continue showing up to the world as the magnificent, amazing, beautiful soul that you are. So I will speak to you soon, pile number one. I hope the reading resonated with you, and I will speak to you soon. Take care. Peace out. Okay, let's go to pile number two. Pile number two. How do people view you, pile number two? Okay, so we have the Hanged Man. Okay, and we have the Ten of Wands. Okay, so with the Hanged Man and the Ten of Wands, the energy from pile number one has gone down a notch, right? I feel like people may view you as somebody that holds themselves back, somebody that takes on a lot. So you could be, I'm hearing like high achiever, overworker. And I'm also hearing that somebody that could actually block their own blessings. You could be a Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus, or someone of that sign could be looking at you in that way. But people may view you as somebody that doesn't allow themselves to, achieve. So this does indicate that people view you as somebody that has a lot of gifts that you're not sharing to others. And that could be due to, situations that may keep you stagnant, that may keep you stuck, or people may view you as somebody that gets blocked. There's something about you being blocked. There's something about you blocking yourself, like you cheating yourself out of happiness is what I'm picking up. So people look at you and feel like, oh, there's so much possibilities with pile number two. They may talk to you and they may feel like, oh wow, like they're talented, or they should do this with their expertise or their talents, but they may feel like you choose to keep yourself in a place where you don't need to be. They may also view you as somebody that is a hard worker, someone that overworks at times as well, someone that doesn't give themselves a break. We have the Two of Cups. So people may view you, pile number two, as somebody that cheats yourself out of love. And that could be one of the reasons why we have the Ten of Wands and the Hanged Man, because it's like you may have like suitors that feel like they have this soul connection, but you, for whatever reason, feel the need not to go towards connections due to maybe fear, and maybe throwing yourself into work so that you don't have to think about a relationship. But people view you as somebody that could be their one, but you don't view, it's like they see you as somebody that doesn't take relationships seriously, or somebody that's non-interested in a relationship. Also, people view you as somebody that, this could be like past lovers, a current partner, somebody that is like the one that they want to spend the rest of their life with. Like you are the ultimate soulmate. Like people view you as their best partner that they ever had. I'm hearing the best I ever had, right? They see you as somebody that is very romantic, or they view you as somebody that if they were to get into a relationship with you, you'll be very romantic, you'll be very attentive, you'll be very compassionate, and they would never fall out of love with you. So people view you as somebody that they could actually fall in love with. So people can fall in love with you quite easily once they get to know you. People view you as somebody that is romantic, and it's like they may view you as somebody that they've met before. So even if it's not a romantic relationship or romantic connection, people view you as someone that, they've known for a long time. You feel like family. It's something about kindred souls, kindred spirits. People connect you on an emotional level. You know how to connect to others on an emotional level. However, there is a side to you whereby you keep people at arm's length. So people view you as somebody that, there's two things I'm seeing here. People may be so intrigued by you that they end up spying on you, is what I'm picking up. Past lovers, current, love interest, etc. But people may view you as somebody that's very secretive, and they may feel like you could look at their social media or something, or people view you as somebody, you could be someone's ex, and people view you as somebody that's still keeping an eye on them, or you may hide your feelings, but at the same time you're keeping an eye on them in secret. They see you as someone very secretive as well. Yeah, we've got the Three of Swords in the reverse. Some of you could be a Libra or a Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus, and you could definitely have like a moon in Libra for some of you, or someone with a moon in Libra could think this way about you. So people may view you as somebody that cannot get past some sort of heartbreak and pain, which is one of the reasons why, we have the Hanged Man and the Ten of Wands. They may feel like you're holding on to some sort of pain, and you can't get out of this heartbreak. And because of this pain that you've experienced, you are blocking yourself from experiencing, love moving forward. So they feel like you're cheating yourself out of happiness, is what I'm picking up. This could be like an ex-partner coming through, or a current crush. They feel like if it's an ex-partner, they may view you as somebody that hasn't got over the situation, hasn't got over what happened. They may also view you as somebody that has the potential to love deeply, but chooses not to, chooses to hide, chooses to just spy, chooses not to communicate, chooses to study and analyze a person, and then decide why they shouldn't be with a person because they can't get over a heartbreak, is what I'm picking up. So we have the Sun card and we have the Seven of Cups. So people may view you as somebody that is very childlike in a sense, someone that is very playful, someone that has got like a cheery, bright personality, but you cannot make up your mind as to what and who you want. So people may view you as somebody that's quite indecisive. They may view you as somebody that may have many vices as well, as a means to forget about some sort of pain, or as a means to make a decision or a choice as to whether or not you want to be in a connection with them. So people can find you quite confusing. People may view you as somebody that could be quite confusing. They don't know what they're getting with you. You're very likable. People view you as somebody that's very likable. You're hard not to like, because you have a very infectious energy. You're very bright, bubbly. You could tell jokes. You're very playful. You may, you crack a lot of jokes. You could be very creative as well. You may like to dance. You may like to sing. But there's something very youthful and bright and fun. You're very fun. People view you as someone that's fun, but they view you as somebody that has a lot on and could get overwhelmed and confused, and that makes you stay stuck and stagnant, not willing to move forward, is what I'm picking up. The Medicine Woman, 3 and 6. So you could be 36, or somebody of that age could be, viewing you in this way. So this is ninth house energy. So some of you could be a Sagittarius, or a Sagittarius could be viewing you in this way. So people view you as somebody that is very, I'm hearing eccentric. So you could have like, I feel like you could have like tattoos. You could have like dyed hair. What does that say? Wild at heart. Yeah, there's a wild side to you that you're keeping under wraps. So people view you as somebody that does have a wild streak, but you're trying to hide it. Page of Swords. You're keeping this side to you. I feel like you're a person that could be very passionately romantic, but because you've been hurt before, it's almost as if you're diminishing this side to you. And Spirit is saying that whatever pain you went through, do not allow that to harden your heart, because you could be missing out. And it's always a risk whenever we get into new connections, right? It is. Or going into new job roles or opportunities. And it could have been something you wanted to do when you were younger, but you may have missed out on that. And because of that, you may have felt, there's no point. I can't make money out of that. You told yourself the reasons why it would have never worked in the first place. And I feel like just because it didn't work then doesn't mean you can't try again now. right? Is what I'm picking up. And this could be like a love relationship as well. And for some of you, you could still be focused on that love that you lost, or you could be spying on the person that you are in a relationship with and watching them with a new partner and thinking that should have been me. And Spirit is saying that, what is behind you is could be far better than what you've missed out on. And you may not have missed out on a situation. That situation is for them. You can gain something better with someone better, right? And Spirit is saying if you are doing that, it's not healthy, because it's going to make you stay in that stuck and stagnant place of what could have been, as opposed to what you can gain and what you can achieve, right? And it's going to keep you feeling stuck and heartbroken. And Spirit is saying some of you need to do heart chakra meditations to cleanse your heart, to clear your heart. You need to cut cords with this person from the past as well. And for some of you, it could be a person from the past that's spying on you. And energetically, even if you don't know, you may know if you put up your stories on WhatsApp or something, or on Instagram, they may look at your stories still, and you may not have blocked this individual or vice versa. But just by them being in your energetic field, is keeping you stuck and trapped. So they're not making a move, they're still keeping abreast of your life. They're still energetically intertwined within your life. And it's like, you may feel like you can't move forward, but you don't want to go back. And that's what's keeping you stuck. So Spirit is saying maybe think of ways that you can remove yourself and your energy away from this individual, is what I'm picking up. Because it's the energy of teasing. So even if this person's an ex, it's the energy of teasing, like trying to show show off about their relationship in the now, and posting pictures up with them and their partner, knowing that you're going to watch. So just be quite mindful if you are doing that, because this ex or whoever they are, will continue to put pictures up to try and get a reaction out of you. And this person is keeping you energetically stuck, not wanting to move forward, is what I'm picking up here. And you have many options. So people view you as somebody that has many options, someone that's very talented, but someone that can cheat themselves out of opportunities as well. And with the medicine woman as well, people feel as if you are or view you as someone that's got a very healing energy. It's what I'm picking up with the medicine woman. You could have like dreamlike eyes. Some of you could have hazel eyes. Some people may view you as somebody that is mixed cultured, or you could be of a different culture to maybe your friendship group. And people view you as somebody that is very exciting, someone that they like to learn from as well, someone that is very self-expressive. So you may have tattoos, you could have piercing. There's a non-apologetic way about you, is what I'm picking up. Very Sagittarian, Uranian energy, Queen of Hearts. Yes, people view you as somebody that has a big heart and someone that is very beautiful. You could have like full lips, piercing eyes, piercing blue eyes, piercing hazel eyes. People view you as somebody, that's why there's something about being mixed as well, because you could have like dark brunette hair with like piercing blue eyes or something. So people view you as somebody that's mixed. Queen of Hearts, you could be the age 32. Some of you could be a Gemini, is what I'm picking up. Sagittarius and Gemini, two opposing signs. But people view you as somebody that is very likable, someone that is very understanding, someone that they can share. And even if they haven't spoken to you, this is how people view you. Somebody that they can share their emotions to, and someone that's non-judgmental, someone that's a great communicator, but someone that connects to the emotions and the heart of others, is what I'm picking up as well. People feel and view you as someone that's quite seductive as well. Yeah, people may view you as somebody that lures them in. Is that, if that's, yeah. There's something about people view you as somebody that they will fall in love with very quickly because of your kind heart. You have a nurturing, soothing energy about you with the medicine woman here. Like you feed their soul. Maybe it's with your words. Maybe some of you may sing, but it's something about your energy. It soothes people's soul. We have, you are the light. Yeah, when darkness surrounds you, be the light. So you are, people view you as somebody that is the light in other people's life. So there's a lot of positivity and radiance, 1 and 7, which is 8. Yeah, some of you could have like Leo in your chart. Some of you could be a Leo. Some of you, because we've got Leo here twice. We've got Pisces, um, Gemini, Sagittarius. We've got Aquarius here, and we've got Taurus as well, and Leo again. But there's something about your energy, like this, you're very radiant, but you are very positive. So you are the person that people may tend to go to if they're feeling down, because they know that you will uplift their spirit. You speak words of wisdom, you speak words of confidence. You may want to go and look at power number one, but you have a way about you, whether you are aware of it or not. I hope you are aware of it, but you bring the vibes, right? You know, you just meet them people like yourself, power number two, where you just bring the vibes. Like your energy is so high vibing that if a place is boring and you come, it's just your presence alone. You just lift the mood. And people may feel like if they're feeling down, if they're not really having a great day, and then when they talk to you, it's like you just lift their mood and you just make them feel good about themselves. So you have like that, you got good energy is what I'm picking up, right? So we have the World card as well, but I have to hide her. So people view you as somebody that is very seductive. So some of you may like to, have pictures up on the internet where you're wearing bikinis, you're wearing short skirts, you got your top off if you're a male, or you just could just be wearing a bra, or there's something very seductive and alluring about you. You have body confidence, and I feel like you've worked hard to get to this place of being confident with who you are, and you're not afraid to show it off, because I feel like you are that type of person, part number two, whereby you feel good, you look good, and you want to celebrate yourself, and you want other people that look like you to celebrate yourself. So there's something I feel like with you, part number two, you could come from a different cultural background than like your environment. So where you work, maybe your friendship group, or where you live, you could look different to other people. You can come from a different part of the world and other people, and people find you to be very exotic, and people may feel like, what are you mixed with? Or there's something about you, and people are intrigued by your looks, they're intrigued by your beauty, and there's something very sexy about you. So people view you as someone that's very sexy, and someone that is unapologetic with how you look and what you want to wear. A bit like power number one, but I feel like with you, you wear very daring clothes. Like you wear little clothes as well, especially when you go on holiday. Like you wear those skimpy bikinis, or you're wearing the swimming costume. You like to take pictures of yourself. You like to celebrate yourself. People view you as somebody that is very well traveled, but there's something about your pictures. If you've got pictures on social media, people enjoy looking at your pictures. Some people get excited by your pictures as well. Just gonna put it out there, right? Some of you could be Instagram models. You don't have to be, but people view you as somebody that could be an Instagram model. So people view you as somebody that likes looking good, celebrates their body, has a great body, a very sexy body as well, regardless of your shape or size, because you are in acceptance of yourself, because maybe you do good angles also, that gives even more of an appeal. And I feel like I'm hearing like you've worked hard on your body and you want to show it off, and people just view you as somebody that they can't have. That you seem so detached from them. There's something about, I don't know whether it's the background that you use, or the areas that you may go to great locations. You're very artistic, but there's something very alluring about you. People view you as very alluring. They may see you as a tease. They may see you as somebody that could be quite flirtatious, even if and I feel some of you know you're doing it, but you're not. That's just your personality. Is what I'm picking up. So you don't give a lot away. People may view you as somebody that they can't read as to whether or not you like them. Is what I'm picking up. And with the Five of Cups, I feel like, again, there's something about this ex-partner that people may view you to not want to let go of or release. So there's an attachment to someone from the past. And look, we've got the Two of Cups. We've got the Two of Cups. People may view you as somebody that, and it's not anyone's business as to whether or not how fast someone should grieve, right? But people feel as if you are such a handsome person, beautiful, person, both inside and out, and you have amazing qualities and skills, or when they see your picture, they just feel to themselves that, you know, you, especially those that know you, you know, they view you as somebody that should not focus on what they have lost, because with your attributes, with your qualities and your looks and your beauty, I know that sounds just shallow, excuse me, you could be doing yourself a disservice and cheating yourself out of love, because you will make an amazing partner. This is how these people view you, but they feel like you're fixated on something that happened in the past. And that could be due to, you know, a pain that you don't want to experience again. And that's understandable, you know, especially if we've gone through something very traumatic in a relationship. It can take months, years to heal, because who wants to experience pain again? Do you understand? Like, and you're very cautious, so people may view you as cautious, but staying stuck in a place which did not make you happy. You know, people view you as somebody that refuses to move on, but they view you as somebody that will eventually find that person that will love you unconditionally in the way that you are deserving of being loved, because you're such an amazing person. And I feel like there's someone waiting behind the wings for you, part number 2. We've got the 2 of cups there and we've got the 2 of cups there, but you know, it's whether or not you turn around, and that has to do with going through the healing process. Some of you could have broken up with someone 2 months ago, 2 years ago. It takes its time, you know, whether, you know, we can heal ourselves through, you know, maybe journaling our thoughts, going to therapy. I know that when I broke up with somebody, when I was like, when I went for my first breakup, like a major one, I mean, like the major one, and I feel that was with a twin flame. And I don't do twin flame readings on this channel because I feel like it can be quite toxic connections. That's my personal opinion. And I had to have therapy because that guy was a mind F, you know, and through the therapy, I was able to analyze the situation and speak out loud about the situation. And the counsel was like, okay, that person was very selfish, Alicia. And it made me think, hold on a minute, he was selfish. Why am I still wanting to go out with this person? What am I fighting for? Fighting to be with someone that's selfish and leaves me in a state of confusion? You know, you start to analyze things and then you become empowered, you gain clarity. So maybe for some of you, if you're going through this breakup at the moment, maybe go to counselling, because it can help. You know, speaking to your doctor, your GP, and being referred, or, you know, finding a private counsellor online that's registered, right? And journaling your thoughts, doing things that make you feel good, doing things that keep you happy, you know, going through your self-love journey or embarking on a self-love journey. And then you'll start to realize that you are more deserving of what you put up with. And I remember after I broke up with that person, I had to get therapy from him, remember? I done the healing work, and this is why I started this channel, Empath Butterflies, right? Because I wanted to spread awareness about those types of situations and also give people clarity, because in that situation I did not gain clarity. I was confused, and that was the whole plan. He wanted to keep me in a state of confusion, and that's why I thank him, because it birthed this channel, right? And I wanted to be able to help other people that were going through what I went through. And funny enough, 2021, after 5 years of not speaking to this guy, he called me, and at this time I'm engaged to another guy, right? Unfortunately, that guy, he passed away last year, July. Yeah, right. But anyway, I'm lying down in bed, and then with my fiance at the time, and then the phone rings, and then it's this guy, and I'm like, who's this? And he's like, it's me. He's saying it's me like we just spoke the other day. Do you understand? And I'm like, it's me who? And he's like, oh, it's me. Now I put a question mark for his name, and then I was like, oh. And he's like, oh, how are you? He's talking to me like everything's normal. He was trying to hoover me back. And I said, oh, I'm getting married. And he's like, oh, okay. Well, make sure you look after him, and I will never, ever call you again. My name's Alicia, but he used to always call me right? I was like, okay, bye, after 5 years. And it felt so empowering to say that, you know, because I thought this guy was a be-all and end-all, and I never thought I would have gotten over him to even get to the point of being engaged, 2 of Cups. You know, I was just so fixated on it has to be him. I've got to marry him, and da, 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 da. Even though he was showing me the signs that he was not the one. Yeah, but that's another story. But that's giving you an example of you can overcome these types of connections and relationships. At the time, it feels like hell. I get it, but you can overcome it. And when you do overcome it, I started working on a radio show. I started interviewing people. I launched the Empath Butterflies YouTube channel. I started doing me after we broke up, and he was hindering my progress. He was blocking my progress. And then once he was out of my life, I was able to manifest everything I wanted to manifest. And that's what I feel could be the case for you, part number 2. I say that to say this. That could be the case for you, part number 2. You could be fixated on what could have been. And maybe what could have been would have been hell. If you stay with that person, you would have probably ended up a nervous wreck. I know I would have if I stayed with him, because it was designed to be that way, because he wasn't in his power, and he felt, he lacked self-love. He didn't have connections that he wanted. He saw the way I got on with my siblings. He didn't have any siblings. He felt his mum abandoned him, so I had to pay for his lack in his life. So me leaving that connection gave me a sense of rebirth, and I was able to gain what I actually wanted and what I deserved and what I felt I was going to get with him. I got from another person who was absolute love of my romantic life. And it is possible. You can get what you want, because there's a 2 of Cups. There's someone waiting for you to see them, is what I'm picking up. But this has to be released first. We also have how people view you is the 6 of Cups. So people do view you as the one that got away. So again, for some of you, this could actually be a lover from the past, someone that you dated and, you lost contact with this person. For some of you, I feel like people view you as somebody that they mistreated, and you were non-deserving of that mistreatment. I'm hearing the word I'm sorry. So this is coming through in your reading, part number 2. If you were in a connection with somebody and they ghosted you, they mistreated you, they stepped out on you, we got the 3 of Swords, right? I don't want to trigger anyone, and I chose my words wisely, right? They are sorry, and they view you as the one that got away. They could be the one that's spying on you now. People view you as somebody that they should not have treated in the way that they did. You do not deserve the treatment that they projected onto you, because they view you as somebody that only gave their best. Maybe at the time when you were together, they may have wanted more and more and more, and you were just showing up the way that you knew how to. And now when they look back, they realize that you were showing up the way that they were not acknowledging at the time. And they could be with someone right now that's not showing up in the way. They could be in the energies of the 3 of Swords right now, whereby they're comparing how you love them to the way this person loved them. This person could be keeping them trapped in a third-party situation, or they could be feeling heartbreak over you, comparing your love to this new person's love and thinking, oh, part number 2 didn't love me like this. And, it could be that situation going on here. So people view you as the one that got away, or people view you as somebody that they can fall in love with, or somebody that will make a great romantic partner. People view you as someone that is very kind and giving and compassionate and sensitive, and somebody that they just feel like soulmate vibes with, like they met in a past life. People feel comfortable around you. It's an instant soul recognition for some of you in regards to romantic connections. But for other people, they view you as family, whether they're your friends or if it's your family members as well that's coming through. They enjoy, there's something about you gift giving, or there's something about you, and gift giving doesn't necessarily mean just like gifts per se, right? It could be giving of your energy, giving of your time. So people view you as very giving, is what I'm picking up. So how do people view my pile number 2, 7 of Pentacles? Again, we've got this waiting for the seeds to grow. So people may view you as somebody that can procrastinate. You have all these gifts, all these ideas, all these qualities, attributes, looks, charm, grace, charisma, swag. But it's like you're just waiting for someone, it's like people view you as somebody that does not go out there and make it happen for yourself. Yes, you have to manifest. This is like manifestation to me. Like you visualize what you wanted, you planted the seeds, but the last step is to also go out there and make it happen for yourself as well, to seize the opportunities. And people may view you as somebody that just settles, is what I'm picking up on. They may view you as someone that, okay, that happened to me, that love experience happened to me, so that's my lot. I'm always going to attract these types of people. That's wrong. No, you're not. And that awareness will only come through healing, and maybe writing down what it is exactly you want to manifest in a partner, and just be as broad as you like to be, and not hold on to how the person's going to look, because sometimes 9 times out of 10 they don't always look how you manifest them to look, but they may have the attributes and the morals. Focus more on the morals and the attributes of what you want to attain in a partner, and also focus on, because I feel like you have many different skills and talents. We've got 7 of Pentacles and 7 of Cups. 7 is the number of Pisces. Pisces is ruled by Neptune. Neptune is that planet of dreams, illusions, make believe. And I feel like you want to turn your dreams into reality, but you're thinking, I'm not going to make money from that. Who said you can't? Spirit is saying that you have a lot going for you. You have a lot of talents, hidden talents, that you may have tapped into when you were younger, 5th house energy, but you don't view these as very, I'm hearing something about being relatable, and you thinking about what other people will think, and you may feel like, oh, it's not going to sell, there's no one that's going to, it could be clothes, you could make clothes, it could be paintings, you could be into cars, car parts, sports, or something, but you're thinking, oh, it's not going to work, or but you will find your tribe. You could be focused on one group of people that you would like to buy into your business, your idea, etc. But there's there's more than a billion people in this world, so you will find a group that will be drawn to your idea, that will want to invest in your idea, buy there's people out there, but you're just focused on, people view you as somebody that doesn't take risks, is what I'm picking up right here, because you could be focused on why it wouldn't work as opposed to why it will work. Okay, so we have expansion. It came up in the reverse. So again, people may view you as somebody that does not expand their mind, like just thinks one way. That happened to me, so that's my lot, which is not true. But it's so easy to think that, especially if we've gone through major setbacks and disappointments. But, gaining therapy, journaling your thoughts, and analyzing your thoughts. I was watching a Venus Williams interview yesterday. You may want to go and check that. I can't remember what it's called. Something Academy. I'm going to put the link on the description box below. She was getting interviewed. It was 5 days ago, and they were asking her, like, how did you get? The guy was asking her, how did you get into the mind? How did you get so confident? And she was saying how she's always been that confident when she was younger. But there were times when she was on the court and she was thinking, whoa, I don't think it's going to go well. Like, she was just being her real authentic self, right? Why did I mention that? Because she's a Gemini. This is my Gemini card as well. And there's something about you not believing in yourself. You not thinking outside of the box is what I'm picking up. And I say that Venus Williams interview to mention that, and we can't compare ourselves to others, right? But the reason why I mentioned that is because despite her situation, despite where she was living, etc., she always had that way about her where she knew what she wanted to do. She knew she wanted to hold that Wimbledon trophy, and nothing was going to stop her. She had that self-belief within self. No one could tell her no. Okay, I'm going to leave the link for that interview. It was a very brilliant interview. I was eating my dinner and watching it, and I was really intrigued. It was only an hour, and I wish it was longer. But with the expansion card in the reverse, it's like you shut your mind off. People view you as somebody that doesn't think outside of the box, somebody that senses themselves. People may view you as somebody that doesn't really communicate often. You could be one of those people that just give like one word answers. You don't really expand. That could be your personality. You can't change that, right? But people may view you as somebody that they can't read. Like they would like to engage with you more, but they can't really read you, or they can't have like a long convo with you. Service. People view you as somebody that's always of service to others, and it depletes you. So you could be looking after like maybe like your mother, maybe your sister and brother, or sister-in-law, or there's something here, but people are viewing you as somebody that needs to be a little bit more of service to yourself and focus on your own goals and your own passions. But for some of you, I feel like people view you as someone that is very giving, very caring, with this service card right here. And it's orange as well, which represents the sacral chakra. So people view you as someone that, has a lot of energy to give to others, but some people view you as somebody that should also save a little bit for themselves, do something that you enjoy, fifth house energy, connect with your inner child, do something that you really enjoy doing as a child that you have left, but you want to go back to, that made your heart sing with joy. Okay. People may view you as somebody that don't really speak about their emotions effectively. Like you could be a person that may hide how you really feel. You could be one of those people like, are you okay? I'm fine, even though you're not fine. So people view you as someone that does not, really expose about how you feel. You could be private. We've got quest. So people may view you as someone that's always, daydreaming, and someone that's scared to go on a quest. But you may travel a lot through your mind. And because you may travel a lot through your mind, you may feel like, I don't need to do it anyway because I already thought about it. And I know how it's going to feel. I know how it's going to go. And it's not going to end well. Like you could have that type of mindset, which is unfortunate in some regards. And people view you as somebody that is very intelligent as well. Like you could have a high IQ, a bit like pound number one, but people view you as somebody that can talk about different things, is very knowledgeable. This is Gemini energy. Somebody that could maybe speak different languages as well. Someone that should get like a platform on social media. Someone that should have like, someone that should have a platform on social media and express their thoughts on social media is what I'm picking up. So people may view you as someone that is, there's something about writing. You could be a great writer. You could be a great speaker. Your way of thinking is genius, is what I'm hearing. Very intelligent. And people would like you to share your gifts. People view you as somebody that sat on their talents and doesn't share their gifts because you settled, is what I'm picking up. So there's, some people may feel like, oh, if only they just like done little short courses on like Instagram or, YouTube or something. Like people like to learn from you. So people see you as a great teacher. Some of you could be teachers, is what I'm picking up. But that's how people view you, power number 2. I was not expecting that, but please let me know if it resonated with you. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will speak to you soon. Stay the amazing you, and remember that if you do need any type of counseling or healing, then make sure you get the help that you need so that you can overcome what you went through, so that you can move towards something more positive. So please take care of yourself, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace out, pile number 2. Let's move on to pile number 3. Let's see how people view you, pile number 3. Right. Ace of Wands. Let me sip some tea. Wow. People view you as someone that's very passionate, very fiery, very exciting, very alluring. People view you as someone that is that always starts again. No matter how much times, life tries to keep you down sometimes, you always get back up. someone that has a lot of energy, someone that's well traveled, someone that is powerful and strong, um, someone that knows how to debate, not a very great person to argue with because you will shut people down. Someone that might like, martial arts, someone that could be great at martial arts as well, someone that has a lot of energy, someone that is a powerful force to be reckoned with. Yeah, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So people view you as somebody that is very lucky, very abundant, emotionally abundant, someone well traveled. So you could travel a lot. People could see you as somebody that's always on the go, someone that's in different parts of the country. People can view you as someone that's exotic. So you may be different from like your friends and your family members. You could be mixed race. For some of you, you don't have to be, or you could come from different parts of the world, a different part of the world than your friends, or the location where you live, or your university or college, or some sort of higher learning group that you belong to. People view you as someone that is, I'm hearing you're a trendsetter. There's something about it as a trendsetter. People may view you as someone that's a leader, but you may not like to take orders from others. Instead, you like to be in a leadership role. Some people may view you as someone that could be quite domineering, very powerful. Some people may view you as someone that could be, despite the fact that you have this fiery personality that's bright, that's unstoppable, there is another side to you where you could actually seep into some sort of depression as well. So some people view you as someone that's depressed at times, and it could be quite hard for you to get out of this funk. And some people view it as a shame because it's like, you're such an amazing person. I just wish you could see how great and amazing you truly are. But some people, they can view you as overcoming some sort of depression as well. So for some of you, you may have overcome a very dark period in your life whereby you could have been controlled, you could have been in a controlling relationship, you could have had an addiction, you could have had a controlling boss, and people respect the fact that there's admiration here. People respect the fact that you overcame, because see how he's got his arms crossed, like, nope. People respect the fact that you overcame some sort of abuse, or some sort of like mental abuse, or maybe some sort of darkness that you was in a cycle of darkness, and which we can all get into because no one's immune to it. But you really overcame this period in your life, and people have a lot of respect for you. People view you as somebody that is a leader, but despite being in this leadership position or having these abilities that can be of a great leader, you don't abuse your power, is what I'm picking up. So people view you as someone that's powerful. These are my major arcana cards for my cardinal signs. This is Libra to me. This is Capricorn, and that's Aries to me, right? So people see you as very intelligent. People view you as somebody that's not afraid to cut out people, places, or things that no longer serve you. People view you as someone that's very sharp. So you don't miss a beat. Like, people can't run game on you. Like, you're very quick-witted. You're very sharp. So people view you as someone that they can't manipulate. And people view you as somebody that has a lot of power, and you're able to, because in the past people may have manipulated you, but you were able to do some inner work on yourself, analyze situations, the role that you played in the situations, how you could have shown up better, how the person showed up in the situation, and you were able to work situations and people out. So when you encountered these types of individuals again, you were able to cut them off before they even got a chance to try and snake you. So people see you as someone that is no nonsense. People may view you as someone that is not afraid to tell it how it is. Yes, you have this vivacious, if that's the word, abundant side to you, where you want to help all. So you could also have a side whereby you're very charitable towards others. People view you as someone that is very kind, very giving. You may like to give to charity, but you also have a side whereby you're very studious, you're very intelligent. You know, you could be very good at chess. You know, you're a very strategic thinker. People cannot work you out. So people view you as someone that is very strategic, someone that moves in silence, someone that is not easy to manipulate, which is good. All good things are wild and free, wild and free. Some of you could be a Leo, some of you could be an Aries, a Sagittarius, a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, and Venus. This is my last cards. It's supposed to come out last, but I pull them anyway. So people view you as someone that is unapologetically you, someone that is very bold, and someone that I'm hearing you're here to stay. So you are not the type of person that allows people to intimidate you. And even if they try to, and even if you feel a little bit intimidated, you don't let it be shown. So people view you as someone that is bold. People view you as someone that is confident. I'm hearing I've arrived. So there's something about you expressing who you are. Very self-expressive is what I'm picking up. Okay, how do people view you? Pile number 3. Okay, we have Amathea, number 41. Some of you could be the age 41. Some of you could be born on the 5th, the 1st. So people view you as kind, loving, and caring. You could be a great friend. People view you as a great friend, or they could view you as a great sister. You could have 2 sisters, you could have 3 sisters. People view you as having many different sides to you. So you could be very seductive, sexy, you could be very cute, and you could be very intelligent. So there's 3 different sides to you. So people don't know what side they're going to get when it comes to you. Let me see, because my phone is going dark, so I think the battery, yeah, I'm on 5%. So I need to, okay. So divine badass. Okay, so people view you as someone that is powerful. You know, number 2, some of you could have Cancer in your chart. You could have a Cancer moon. You could be a Cancer sun, moon, rising, Mars, or Venus. So we got Capricorn, Aries, Libra, Cancer, Leo, and Gemini energy here. This could be the energies of people who view you, or this could be your signs. And I feel as if you could be a no-nonsense person. You're not one to mess with. So people view you as someone that will cuss someone out if they have to. Yes, you, like I said, you've got different sides to you. So you have that side whereby you can be kind, you can be compassionate, you can be caring, you could be seductive, and then you've got this side whereby you will cuss someone out if they try you, you know, and you're not afraid to cut people off. You could be into martial arts, as mentioned before, and you could be an amazing kickboxer, boxer, martial artist, you know, taekwondoist, you could do karate. You know how to fight. You know how to, you know, some of you, I'm hearing that you could play basketball, you could play hockey, you could actually play rugby, you could be in a female rugby group. You know, there's something that you do, you're very high energized, you could lift weights, like you are not one to play with. So people find you intimidating, but they feel as if you are able to still connect with your feminine side as well. Like you make it look, you're powerful, but not in a, you know, not in a way whereby it becomes, you know, too over the top. Like, you know how to retain your masculine and feminine qualities. You know how to keep that balance out, which is why I go back to this. So we have Finch Spirit Guide, number 11. Okay. I love us. Yeah, people view you as somebody that has a big heart, that is very loving. You have a very loving, inviting energy, you know, and this is why some people will be quite shocked when you get angry or when they see you in action, because you have like this soft, you know, very soft natured, down to earth, friendly, playful, compassionate way about you. and you may have like a high-pitched voice as well, and you could look like a doll. People may say you got doll-like features. So you're very pretty is what I'm picking up. You're very, very pretty, and whether if you're a male or a female, you're very pretty. We have I am a million different things at a million different times. See, it goes with this card here. I am me. I am me with no apologies. I love it. Rockstar. Yeah, some of you, I feel you're just unapologetic. Like you could be quiet, but you can have a very, very loud personality. And I'm seeing Clark Kent in Superman, whereby he's Clark Kent at work, but then obviously he's Superman. So you got like this way about you, whereby this is like Beyonce vibes as well, a little bit. Obviously Beyonce's hair is like blonder than that. This is like red hair, but she goes like when she goes on stage, she's Sasha Fierce, right? This is like you morph into someone different. I feel like you could be in an area of work. Some of you could be pilot. Some of you could be a boss. Some of you could be, like CEO. Some of you could be into sports. Some of you could be athletes. Some of you could actually be singers as well. And it's like you're one way with your family and friends, but when you're doing your job, you morph into a completely different person. Even your family and friends are in shock and in awe, because you know how to flip it. And you are a very powerful force to be reckoned with. People are intimidated by you, but they are in awe of you. We have this rock star. So I feel like you are either going to be known, or people feel like you are famous, or you're going to be famous, or you're just a powerhouse. You're a ball of fire. You're absolutely amazing. And like it says, I'm a million different things. So you have different sides to you. I didn't even see that before. There's different sides to you. People cannot, you have friends that connect with you when you're one way. You have other friends that connect with you when you're in a board meeting. Like, you just got different types of friends. So friends in a board meeting are shocked to see how you are at home, because you could be quite stern, you could be quite, but when you're at home, you're so loving and kind, and you're feeding the cat, and you're looking after your grandparents, you're mopping, you're cleaning, and it's like, huh? Or you could be into sports, and into martial arts, you could be into cricket, or whatever the case is, football, you could be very aggressive in your sport, but then when you are with your friends, you could be very girly, or you could be like, I don't know, but it's just like you have different sides to you, and your energy is basically saying, this is me, I've got different sides, please don't put me in a box. Like, I execute each and every side of who I am, whether I'm in a board meeting, whether I'm on the pitch, whether I'm training, whether I give 100% to, and that's my authentic self in that space of who I am. That's just me. You definitely got some sort of Gemini energy here, and Libra energy is what I'm picking up as well. As mentioned before, let's see, how do people view you? People view you as someone that's very mysterious, someone that's very witchy as well. People fear you as well. People may fear your power, and people may feel like if they cross you, they're going to receive some sort of karma. This is not really my karma card. We got Ace of Swords again, 2 different decks. You definitely could have Libra, and I did say karma and Libra in the tarot deck. It rules the Justice card, and Justice card can represent karma. So I feel like people feel as if they cross you, they will receive some sort of karma. And I feel like if people have crossed you before, they have received instant karma. And there's something about, them linking it to you, or them linking it to, oh, because I done that bad thing to my pile number 3, or when I done this, or when I said this. Like, you always have a way of finding out about something. Some of you may call people out on their BS. I feel for some of you that people face karma, you either hear about it or witness it, because you are connected to, you do have very, very, you got spirit guides here, that, as they say, they don't play about you. And you are a master manifestor. So people view you as someone that, people may view you as someone that is a witch. Some people are scared of you. You may not know that you have these powers, but people view you as someone that is very powerful spiritually. And you are definitely a master manifestor. So people don't want to cross you. People may have tried to come up against you in the past, but they failed. They've been blocked. You know, your spirit guides have blocked them. Him, Archangel Michael or Gabriel, that they've been blocked because I'm hearing your ancestors work alongside you. We all have spirit guides as well, but I feel like you believe in justice, you believe in fairness and kindness. And I feel like you're very charitable. You may even give to charity and not tell anyone about it. You do not like to see people suffer. So there's a lot of different sides to you. So if anyone's trying to come up against you and try and make you suffer, they face instant karma. You know, is what I'm picking up. You're very intelligent. So you're very aware when someone's trying to come up against you, or your ancestors will be alerted immediately, and these individuals get dealt with. So people could be, they view you as someone not to mess with, and they view you as someone that's a manifester as well. Yeah, okay. How do people view you? Nine of Pentacles. So people view you as someone that could be like a loner, but a loner by choice, someone that enjoys their own company, someone that works in silence, or someone that moves, in silence as well. People view you as someone that they can't read, they don't know what you're up to, they don't know what you're going to do next, but they know it's going to be big. And people view you as someone that is very secretive, mysterious, spiritual. People may view you as a witch, and I hope you don't take that in a disrespectful way, because it makes people not want to come up against you, because there's a fear there. It's not overt. For some of you, people know that you are very powerful. They may have seen you, they may have been in an altercation with you before, or they may have, you know, had an argument with you before. They may know that you're good at sports, so there's a lot of power there. So people don't want to come up against you because they know that you're very mentally strong and physically strong. And people feel like you have a lot of knowledge. People feel as if you have a lot of hidden knowledge, and they don't want to find out what that hidden knowledge is. You know, and they fear your wisdom. They feel like you've got powers. And these powers could also mean that you are very intelligent. You will outsmart them. So these individuals may have tried to outsmart you, but they have failed, and they know that they can't come up against you mentally or physically, or even spiritually. You're very spiritually powerful. So people view you to be very spiritually powerful. People view you to be like just happy-go-lucky, someone that just minds their own business, someone that just wants to explore, someone that is open to, you know, someone that's an innovator, but someone that's very childlike, and someone that just wants to, you know, do what they're doing without being bothered, because they're not bothering anyone. People view you as somebody that could look quite young for your age. I could be connecting with like my younger viewers here, but people view you as someone that is not afraid to start from the bottom and work their way to the top. So you could be like a student in something, and people view you as someone that's not afraid to put in the work. People may view you as a soulmate as well, you know. So people view you as like soul fam. This could be like friends, you know. And whenever you're in a relationship with someone, people always may say, oh, you're my soulmate, or I wish I met you before. Like people fall deeply in love with you, or people just connect to you. They feel drawn to you. They feel like, I just need to speak to that guy. I just need to speak to that girl. They feel as if you are a soulmate. It's what I'm picking up. See, we have mysticism. See, again, that goes with the High Priestess card. So I feel like people see you as someone that's very mysterious, and this quality about you intrigues others, but it's quite fearful. People may feel like you put a spell on them. If someone has done you wrong, they may view you as someone that has you know, done a spell on them, because bad things start to happen in their life. But I feel like if people have done you wrong, or they try to cause conflict and mayhem in your life, I feel like you may have come across against like quite cruel and narcissistic types, you know, especially in the workplace. They have faced great karma, and they may have linked it back to the fact that, oh, I done that to that person, so this is why this bad thing is happening. And it's not like you're sitting down there plotting on their downfall. It's that your ancestors, your spirit guides have taken over the situation, so that you don't have to worry about it. So you're very protected. So some people who are spiritual themselves but choose to use their gifts for the bad, they understand that you are ranked more highly than them, and you're not one to play with. They just need to leave you alone. So people view you as someone to leave alone, not to try and trouble, because they start to link it back to when bad things start to occur in their life after they've troubled you or tried to upset you in some way, smear campaign you, bully you, harass you, whatever the case is. They are met with a lot of bad karma, and they link it back to you. So you may find these people trying to be nice to you or staying clear away from you. So you may not even be aware of this. You could have like a purple aura, but people view you as someone that is very mysterious and quite witchy. They can't put their finger on it. Even if they don't think that you're witchy, they can't put their finger on it, but they see you as very magical, but very spiritually powerful as well. 5 of Wands. So people see you and view you as someone that is, you know, you always come up on top. So you could be in a competitive environment, and I feel that people view you as someone that dominates your category, someone that is dominating your sport. People do not want to come up against you because they feel as if you are very powerful. They feel as if you are very aggressive in regards to getting what you want, and this could be done silently because some of you move in silence. But people view you as someone that is a powerful, dominant force to be reckoned with, and an energy and a person that they can never ever forget. I'm hearing that Tina Turner song, "You're simply the best." So people may view you as simply the best at whatever you do. So that's what I have for you, pile number 3. It's been an absolute, I really enjoyed doing this reading. I will speak to you all soon. I will come back maybe a little bit later to answer some of your questions, because this actual reading was how do people view you. So it was a titled pick a card reading, but I will be I might come back online and then do like some questions for you all. And remember, if you want to get exclusive content, please head on over to my membership channel and you can get exclusive content. I've done a reading entitled "How Do They View You Sexually?" So you may want to go and check that out. And I will speak to you guys soon. Peace out.